Welcome back to the channel. Let's spill some tea and sip a little drama. You already know what time it is.
If you have no idea why it's such a big deal that Miley Cyrus is returning for the Hannah Montana 20th anniversary, you will know by the end of this video. We really came from this.
You tucked me in, turned out the light, kept me safe and sound at night. Little girls depend on things like that.
Miley even going as far as not mentioning her father at all at her Grammy speech. We could be talking for hours if we were to talk about this messy divorce, but just know that in 2022, the divorce happened between Billy Ray and Tish, and that's when the divide really started happening within the family. Specific piece of information forever lives rent-free in my head, because what do you actually mean? But Tish ended up marrying a man that her daughter once dated, and she didn't even show up to the wedding, which I'm pretty sure that's pretty understandable. And I think the saddest part about this divorce is that all the children literally chose a side. Like Noah was apparently known for taking Billy's side, and then Miley took Trisha's side, which is really sad, because that obviously makes the divide even worse. And it gets crazier because Billy Ray ended up marrying again a woman named Fire Rose, who he met on the set of Hannah Montana, which how old was Miley? And not only that, he was married at that time. So then they were only together for 7 months, and then they got a messy divorce. And I really feel like this is when it was really the nail to Billy's coffin, because there was an audio that was leaked. Like that image that we had of Billy Ray, of how he was with Miley, so loving and nurturing, and how we see him talking to Fire Rose and talked badly about Miley. Like I remember where I was when I heard this audio. Like the world literally stopped. We're like, this is Billy Ray Cyrus, like the father goals we all had growing up. Now you're probably wondering, how can one come back from that? Like how could he even be allowed to be a part of this special? Take a look.
My family and I have had a really difficult, what did you call your decade?
Dark decade.
Dark decade, yeah, we had one of those. Half of us weren't speaking to each other at one point,
wow.
And we cleaned all that up. That was a really important part of my year. This year was all of my family putting those lines of communications back together, a lot because of, I had a lot of loyalty to my mom, the way that families do when parents get divorced, But, I definitely, in that situation, I watched what happens when you don't clean things up as they're happening. They really do stack, and then all of a sudden you go, oh my God, it's been 10 years and this is a mess that I barely even know how to start. This is like emotional hoarding.
Yeah.
But I just kind of bust through the pile that's stacked and just go, I'm here, you're here. Let's start by having a good time together. And then as we start bringing some happiness and joy into each other's life, then we'll just be in a better place to have these conversations, because I'd rather get it
really interesting.
balanced first.
Did you have to go to family counseling to do that, or was it?
We're so messy, we didn't even do any of that. We just all started going, to get each other in a room to even get to counseling would have been a war.
Right.
So it was easier to just go white flag.
And people are entitled to their opinions if they still feel like it's crazy that Billy Ray Cyrus is a part of this special. But you also have to remember, he was a huge part of why this show was successful. And not for nothing, it's you can feel how you feel about him, but know that this is a family that we're talking about. And for the sake of Miley's, if she feels like he is worthy of forgiveness, then I trust her judgment. I really do. It's not my place to really say anything like that. All I know is I love seeing a happy family and people working through their differences. But what are your thoughts?
Alright y'all, let's get into this family situation, because phew, this one got a little tension behind it. So Miley Cyrus just had her Hannah Montana 20th anniversary special premiere in Los Angeles. Big moment, very nostalgic. Disney really said let's run it back. Now of course, her mom Tish Cyrus was there looking supportive, as she should be, especially since she was also an executive producer on the project. But here's where things get a little awkward. Reports are saying Miley personally invited her dad, Billy Ray Cyrus, but made it very clear that his girlfriend, actress Elizabeth Hurley, was not invited. Yeah, not a +1 situation. And allegedly, Miley made that decision because she didn't want any tension on a night that she felt should be about celebrating with her mom. Which, you can kinda understand, but still. Now insiders are saying Miley was trying to avoid what they called a blended family debut, basically not wanting everybody all together like that, especially with history involved.
It has come to my attention that not enough people know that Billy Ray Cyrus is a nasty piece of work. So many people have been wondering why Miley's mum is involved in the 20th anniversary project for Hannah Montana instead of Billy. There are extreme allegations against Billy from his last marriage, that marriage being to Fire Rose, a woman who is younger than 2 of his children, a woman who he met on the set of Hannah Montana. After their public divorce in 2024, Fire Rose alleged that Billy had put her through not only emotional, physical, and psychological abuse, which he of course denied, but thankfully there was a leaked audio clip that caught his arse out. And not only was he heard being vile towards her, but in that same audio clip he was heard calling his daughter Miley a skank and a devil. And was there any justice in all of this? Of course there wasn't. The divorce was finalised and Fire Rose didn't even walk away with a penny. And honestly, if he's not behind bars, then she deserved at least a penny to be dealing with that. So safe to say, Disney don't want him, and I don't think Miley does either.
So get this, even though Billy Ray was actually part of the anniversary special, he didn't show up to the premiere at all. And according to reports, that may have been his way of standing by Elizabeth Hurley since she wasn't invited. Now let's not forget, Miley and her dad were just starting to repair their relationship after being a little strained following his divorce from Tish back in 2022. So this situation? Yeah, the timing is not the best. And as for Billy Ray and Elizabeth Hurley, they've reportedly been dating since 2025 and were said to still be going strong earlier this year, so clearly, he wasn't about to leave her out like that. But let me ask y'all this. Was Miley right for setting that boundary to protect her mom on a big night? Or should Billy Ray have still shown up for his daughter regardless? Because family, loyalty, and new relationships all in one mix? That's a lot. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more tea.
Alrighty, heifers, we gotta talk about the tea. I cannot go to bed in good conscience until we decide if that was Billy Ray Cyrus or his cousin Leroy. Honey, I don't think that was Billy Ray. I think that was Rodney Jean. Honey, that was either an imposter.
Don't tell my heart, my achy breaky heart. I just don't think you understand.
Or baby Billy Ray crashing out. He done crashed out. Hell, he crash landed. Honey, something wrong with Billy Ray. We need a wellness check. Cause what the hell? What the hell? Honey, I don't know if he need an intervention, if he was drunk as fuck, if he needs to drink baptism water, if we need an exorcism, something now. Cause honey, that was rough. That was rough to watch. Like I'm talking rough for 7 hours. Honey, that was rough with a stutter. Rough. Young as I ain't never. Honey, while you at it, go check on Miley. Honey, she's probably fleeing her homeland, changing her last name. She about to be Millie Swift. Millie Ray. Did somebody pay him for that? I mean, honey, you give me a 40 ounce in a brown paper bag, 15 minutes by myself, some tin foil, a lighter, and a metal spoon, and a pack of Marlboro Reds, honey. Well, I could have done the same damn thing for half.